What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Hyslop, joined always by the great Matt Modi. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Slop? How we doing?
Good, man. A little tired.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear, the tips are the Tewksbury Old Man Softball League champion. So
I did see that.
celebration
Nice.
went deep into the night. But I'm ready. I'm back. I got to look at the slate before I went to softball last night, and then obviously I was already thinking about the Dolphins and Bills. So I think I'm going to be okay today, but man, we don't bounce back like we used to, Matt.
I feel like it feels like a lot of days now you come on here and you're celebrating something. Is it a good run for you the last couple of weeks?
Oh yeah. I do a lot of celebrating. Generally everything. But yeah, like bowling tonight we'll celebrate a little bit. But I mean, again, we won a championship. We've never won a title before. We've never won more than one playoff game in a season.
Yeah.
So the idea that we won a championship is ridiculous. So I don't know what happened. I think we just kind of came together. I don't know, man. Just a magic year, dude.
Hey, it happens. We see that all the time in sports. None as important as the tips getting it done last night.
Yep. It's something to celebrate, you know?
Yeah. Well, I was reading the comments of yesterday's show, and people really enjoyed the handsome talk at the beginning of the show yesterday. That really resonated with a lot of people.
What were we talking about?
Well, you said ridiculously talented. I thought you were going to say ridiculously good looking, to quote Zoolander. And then we started talking about how like finding guys handsome.
Yeah, I remember
it's not your thing. Yeah, people enjoyed that. That's all I'm saying. People enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, that's true. That happened. And I still don't think dudes are good looking. I never really thought about it after that. I'm trying to think. What were we talking? We were talking about. Oh, we were talking about the situation in Ohio on the other show. That's what I was thinking about later on that day, because like that got out of control. But yeah, no, the handsome stuff. I'll be honest with you, dude. Still don't get it. It's been 24 hours. I still do not get it. But that's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to. I honestly forgot that conversation happened, and then I was reading the comments. People were like, "I love the beginning," and I was like, "What the hell did we talk about at the beginning?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what it was."
Yep, Nigel said something about it to me, and I was like, "Wait, what were we talking about?" But yeah, it's cool. Everybody teach their own. Find dudes handsome, find dudes not handsome, whatever. We're a everybody show,
accepting show.
Yeah, very accepting with everything. But what we're not accepting of is losing home run bets. I went 0 for last night. You got one. You got Ohtani. 325 though. Like, you have to bet. That's crazy. I'm looking at that price. It's like, that is insanity. Who else? Oh, Mickey. Is it Moniak or Moniak? We were talking about it later on.
I thought it was Mickey Moniak. He's actually a former Philly.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I thought it was Mickey Moniak.
Okay, so I'm gonna start calling him Mickey Moniak from now on. I was calling him Moniak. I feel like that sounds better, like his name. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of rolls off the tongue. Moniak's good too. Don't get me wrong. Anytime you throw an M after a Mickey, you're pretty much in good company. You know what I mean? Mickey Mantle, Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot to be proud of. So
yeah,
he's doing fine, however you say his name.
I would say anybody that has their initials MM is good in my book.
Yep, M&M's very good candy, good wrapper.
Yep.
So there's a lot to like about the double M's. So nice work on that, Mickey Moniak. Nico Cavadas, I don't really know what I can say about that. That was a swing and a miss on my part. He got 2 hits, though, and he did cash over 2.5 hits plus runs plus RBI, even though his number was 1.5 because he batted like 8th. But I just wasn't touching him for that market at batting 8th. And I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I left him alone there. But I needed something nice to say about that bet. So there it was. And then Jordan Alvarez, I knew whenever you said it was never going to happen just because it was plus 220. And that just never works out, even though it was the best price by far on the board. So it made sense to take it. But as like gamblers, even with no data, I'm saying I would think like, no way, because that never works for me. Anytime I'm like, yep, this dude's smash spot, we got a way better price than anywhere else, never happens.
That's fair. I mean, it is dingers after all.
Yep.
Yeah,
with a good hitter too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Brandon Lowe thing, I'm sure you probably didn't see it because you were busy last night. He hit a 404-foot triple, hit like the deepest part of the stadium, hit the top of the wall. And that almost broke me. I mean,
Yeah.
I almost thought that dongs were dead. And then like 2 hours later, Ohtani hits one, and I was like, oh, we're back. Like dongs have never been more back. But yeah, that really hurt.
Yeah, no, those are tough. Anything 400 should clear a fence. Like, I don't even
Or you should
understand,
just
like, how are we building ballparks that do not give you a home run when you hit it 400 feet? That's crazy.
It's insanity. Or at least just cash out a home run bet if he hits someone 400 feet. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I think either one of those could work.
Yeah, I was having such a good day. I was on a great run. We had chicken parm sliders for dinner, so that got me off to a good start. And then like right after I was eating, like as I was sitting down to eat, sorry, not after I eat, like as I was sitting down, I see that the Tigers had 3 runs, and I was like, sweet, Barry must have hit a home run. But it was not. Barry hit a triple, knocked in a run, and then I think Torkelson knocked him in.
What are you saying? Or Green.
All right, we had dog problems, dude. Like she's up.
I get it. No
she's
problem.
she's like looking at, yeah, here we go. Yeah, she's looking at the other dog who is laying down, and now she wants to play, but the older dog does not want to play. So we're gonna have problems. It's fine. We're gonna work through it, gamble through this thing. But anyways, yeah. So Barry cashed that 2.5 for me right there. It was like plus 145. So I went into the night good, but I wanted to get your opinion. I liked Suzuki later in the night, but whenever I bang out a plus 145 play and I'm kind of not going to be paying attention at all. All right, I figured out what to do. I got the dog in my lap now. Yeah, look at the camera. Say hi. All right. Yep. So we're good.
What a cutie.
And she won't probably bark at the other dog. Now, it's going to happen, though, again, we're stuck in a room, dude. Like, we don't even have, like, the bottom floor of the house. And it's becoming a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was going to take, like, a couple days to get the floors down, but apparently it's, like, a whole thing. I don't know. I'm not a construction guy, so I don't know. But I trust these dudes. They seem very smart. They seem like they know what they're doing. It's just it's not going as fast as I want it to go.
Yeah, I feel like it never does.
Yeah, of course. It would never go as fast as I want to go. But anyways, no, I was going to get your opinion on that. So, like, whenever you do like something later, but you already banged one out and you're probably not going to be paying too much attention to the game, is it crazy just to not bet it? Just be like, you know what, I'm just going to stay a winner today no matter what? Even though it's plus money, both of them are plus money. So even if you did lose the second one, you're still going to win for the day, but just not as much.
Yeah, I think if I really like it, I think I'm more upset with myself if I don't play it and it hits than if I play it and it doesn't hit. Like the opportunity cost of missing out on a plus money banger, I think outweighs the risk of it playing and it missing, even if you're not really going to pay attention to it that much. Because that's the best. You come back to your phone and it hits you and you're like, hell yeah. And if it doesn't miss, then you didn't have to worry about sweating it out live. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Suzuki hit a home run. So
yeah, I saw that.
And I did not even play him in the show, even though he was the pick of the day for me. You know what I mean? That was the one I was like, that's a good one. You know what I mean? Like he's got Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller is not looking very good at the moment. I think there's something wrong with Bobby Miller. I don't know what it is, but something's up. And he's been challenging people. Like, so he'll strike out like 9 people, but give up 3 home runs. So those are my favorite guys to target.
Yeah.
Because you know your guy that's barreling balls like crazy is going to get something to hit. Like, that's just going to happen. You know, and whether he hits it out or not, that's up to God. But, you know, it's you're in a good spot. That's all. And I just want to be in a good spot. That's all I want.
Yeah, it's all you can hope for.
All right. So let's go to the screen. I'm going to let you go first because I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot to be proud of. Home run.
Totally fine.
Not great, but go ahead. Maybe you'll help me out a little bit.
I have a guy that I was worried you might steal if you went first because he's in your neck of the woods. Tyler O'Neill.
Okay.
Hit a home run. I got him at plus 350 at FanDuel, and that was an awesome price. We'll see if that's still the case when you pull him up on the screen. Where is
whoa.
Right.
It's 350 at FanDuel, but 200? Does that say 200 or 280?
No, 280, 260.
Okay, 260. Okay. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah,
so 280, but still a good price, 350 when everything's 280.
Yeah, exactly. So I liked it from a price perspective. He hit one yesterday, but as we talked about, that doesn't scare either of us. He's been good. I love the pitching matchup that he has. Is going up against Nestor Cortez. And I don't know if you have this problem. I always mix up Nestor Cortez and Carlos Rodon. They're like the same person. They're like a little bit chubby lefty for the Yankees.
Yeah,
who are
they're both lefties. I get it. Yeah.
And they're both dong ball guys. So like no matter who it is, I'm feeling good about it. I always just mix it up. But anyways, lefty O'Neill's been crushing lefties in the last week alone. 4 home runs in the last week off of left-handed pitching. And some of these, like off the bat, I mean, last night, 393 feet, bottom of the ninth, walk-off home run, 107.5 miles per hour off the bat. 2 days before that, 107 off the bat, 422-foot home run. Same game, 110 off the bat, 371-foot home run. The game 2 days prior to that, off Garrett Crochet, 110 off the bat, 396-foot home run. The dude is just hitting absolute rockets.
And, yeah, he is. Looking at Zeus right now. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, Zeus, exactly. And Cortez is a dong ball guy. He's given up 23 home runs. 21 of them have been to righties. Granted, that's a sample size thing. Like, they don't even bother throwing left-handed hitters at him because he's so bad against righties. But the reason why I like O'Neill so much is the way he hits home runs. He like really likes to put the ball in the air. His fly ball rate is the 4th highest in the MLB. His fly ball rate against lefties would be the 4th highest in the MLB. Whereas Cortez, the biggest issue with him is letting dudes put the ball in the air. He allows the highest launch angle and the 4th highest fly ball rate. So it's like a match made in heaven. Match made in dong heaven is what I like to say. So I like O'Neill to hit 1. I think he could hit 2. He is the type of guy where if he hits 1, he almost always hits 2. So we wanted to sprinkle that. I don't think that's crazy. I just need him to do half of that. And we're good. That's my first one.
Good. All right. So I really don't want to do it. People were kind of mad at this bet yesterday, but it was what happens is when you do the Millie and the noon guy does not hit, everybody comes in and they're all like mad.
It is a little tough.
3 o'clock. But I don't see why you don't do Jake Berger, Mitchell Parker tonight. I mean, why not, dude? It's 255, which is a pretty good reason not to do it.
Yeah.
It's 170 though at Caesars. I mean, that's
crazy.
Insane. It's 170 for a home run. And we'll look up Mitchell Parker live right now because I have no idea why it would be 170 at a respectable book. Like, you see if this was like Fliff or one of those sweepstakes books. Like,
especially if you're not Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani or Jordan, you should never be in the 100s.
Yeah, I mean, he's only given up 16 dingers to righties this season, 17 all day, but 16 to righties in 429 plate appearances, which is not bad. Like, it's not somebody I would just be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a problem. But anyways, Berger does hit lefties very hard. He had a 341-foot line out yesterday, 106 miles per hour off the bat. So the idea that like, oh man, he stinks, he's gonna screw it up. Like, dude, he hit the shit out of the ball yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't go over the fence. Like, cry more. You know what I mean? I could see if he struck out 4 times, or or when he did hit the ball, it just went like 50 miles an hour off the bat. Like, that's okay. Like, I can see, he had never had a chance, but hit a launch angle 17. It went 341, 106 miles per hour off the bat. He had a 111 mile per hour hit yesterday. It caused an error, but like that was off a righty. But still, like that's even better. You know what I mean? Because once the bullpen comes in, he has a chance to hit that guy over the fence. So I'd go back to Berger. I have no problem doing that, and that's what we'll do. For the next one, obviously, we're going to need a Jackson in this thing, and I'm going to go with my boy, Jackson Churio.
I thought you were going to take him.
What's that?
I said I thought you were going to take him. Anyways, Go ahead.
Yeah, well, the other day, remember we took him, and it was because of Hayden Birdsong, and then Hayden Birdsong did not pitch. It was some other dude. I'll get his name in just a second. But anyways, Birdsong, Yeah, Birdsong is pitching tonight. Remember it was TBA or TBD?
The books always know.
And and we were like, dude, all the research books say, or all the research sites say Birdsong, but the book says TB determined. That means Birdsong's not pitching, is what that means from now on.
Know.
That means that, yeah. Well, he's given up 10 homers in just 52 innings of work. 7 have been to righties. 7 in 96 plate appearances. So we're looking for a righty. I don't think it's Willy Adames, so that means it might be Willy Adames. But it could either be Wilson Contreras or Jackson Churios. And in the world that I want to live in, it's Jackson Churio.
It's a Jackson, yeah.
Yep, it's one of the Jacksons. He had a rough day yesterday. I'll give him that. But it was Blake Snell.
Not his fault.
And then some other guy. The other dude, though, that day, it was Landon Roop. He hit him 109 miles per hour, dude. 281-foot double. Also had a 312-foot line out. So he did smoke the ball. Just like we said, it just didn't go over the fence. But if you look, a 408-foot double off of a slider. The reason I'm bringing up the slider is because Birdsong, not a great slider.
Slider guy?
Not good. He doesn't throw it that much. Looks like roughly 20%. 26% on the season for to righties. 600 ISO. That's
not great.
That's very bad. So at 680 at FanDuel, that's why I'm at the play because he's going to be in the millie. You can get it at 750 at Caesars. I would recommend doing that. 775 if you can bet at BetMGM. He should not be in the 7s, dude. Like, that's just disrespectful to him, his family, his friends, the city of Milwaukee, baseball in general. Like, it's just, what are we doing?
These books have no idea how to price the Jacksons.
No, it's crazy. I get that he hasn't really done much because he's like super young, but dude, he hits the ball ridiculously hard. Like I said, if he sees a slider tonight, that's probably going to end up on the moon.
All right. So I actually have 3 more that I like. So I'm going to go honorable mention for one of them.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to Brandon Lau. He wants to plow.
Yeah. Plow. My son wants to plow you.
So yeah, I already made the argument. He didn't hit one yesterday. He had a 404-foot triple that was 103 miles per hour off the bat. The last time he saw a fastball prior to that, he hit it 414 feet. That was a home run. The time before that he saw a fastball, 97.7 miles per hour off the bat, 378-foot flyout. Then he had a fastball that same game, 106.5 exit velocity, 356 feet. The reason why I'm bringing up all the fastballs is because that's what he's going to see from this guy, Gavin Williams, over 50% of the time. He's a fastball guy.
Yeah.
And anyways, I should talk about the odds. So I got him, it was 500 at BetMGM, which, as we've talked about, not always great. I was able to bet it at FanDuel at 470.
Okay.
So not a huge line shopping play here. I just like the play itself. And at 500, 470, I'm feeling good about it. The pitcher that he's going up against is Gavin Williams, who's interesting because he's a righty who's been getting smoked by right-handed hitters, but he really hasn't given up a ton to lefties. I think that's kind of more happenstance than anything, because if you look at his stuff, like the Stuff Plus stat on Fangraphs said his slider is below average, and you would figure that a left-handed bat should be an advantage over the right-handed pitcher. So the fact that he gets hit up by righties makes me feel like he is also capable of getting hit up by lefties.
Yeah. Barrel rate 16% to righties in the last 30 days. That's on 47 plate appearances.
It's terrible against righties. I don't know I haven't actually dug into the numbers. I'm guessing he just seen terrible lefties over the last couple of days, last couple of times out, I should say.
Yeah.
And then so that's my official one. The honorable mention that I do want to shout out in the same game is Jonathan Aranda.
Okay. Of Tampa.
Look at him. So he is plus 800.
Let me grab him.
And then when you pull him up on OddsJam, pull him. Yeah, so it's still 800. Do me all right, 850 if those of you that use Bovada.
Yeah, if you like to party.
Yeah. Do me a favor and pull him up on Zeus against right-handed pitching, and that will make my argument for me. And if he's not on here, yeah, he's all right. He is. He's at the very bottom. It's all red. It's just 4 strikeout and a walk, which is fine.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good catch there.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't planning on betting him. And then I was going through all my stats for Brandon Lowe/Lau, and I was like, holy crap, this Aranda guy is hitting nukes. So I wanted some action on him. I put a quarter unit on him for those of you who want to tail exact unit sizes. And then my last official bet, and I'll go quick because I already basically made the argument. It's another guy on the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder.
Yep.
Refsnyder. First of all, it's a fun name. He hasn't quite been hitting nukes like Tyler O'Neill. He hasn't not been hitting nukes, and he was at 600 at FanDuel when I locked him in. Still there.
Yeah, he's 600, still there.
It was 630, and then it immediately went down to 600, which made me feel better. But the last 4 times he's seen a left-handed pitcher, 96 miles per hour off the bat, a 327-foot home run, which is crazy. The fact that 327 can go out of the park, but 404 can't, just doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
But that was a home run. And then 106.1 off the bat, double, 107.1 off the bat, home run, 110.9 off the bat, ended up being a single, and then 103 off the bat. So he's been hitting rockets as well. Same matchup as Nestor, going up against Nestor Cortez. So that's why I like Refsnyder as well.
Not bad. I hate taking that guy, but here's the thing: he hits nukes. Like he hit 2, and it's like the other day. It's like, damn, dude. Like some guy sent me a ticket that had 2 of them. Like he took them to hit 2. I'm just like, how did you do that?
See, that's an example where I need to see everything he bet that day.
Yeah, I mean, no, exactly. Yeah, but it's like how did you? But even if you did have a bunch. How many do you have to get to that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's insane.
That's true. And also, like, the odds on that were probably so high that he could have had 100 bets that day. It was probably profitable because of that one that hit.
Yeah. No, that's a fact, too. It was just a wild ticket. I remember seeing it and just being like, oh, so that's how you roll, huh? Like, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that is a little crazy.
But no, nice work. All right, so I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to take a guy who's just been hitting single. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do it. I was going to say William Contreras just because he's right-handed. But, he doesn't get the ball in the air. He does hit the shit out of it. He really does. But he doesn't get it in the air. So what's the point? It's like a waste of a 100-mile-an-hour hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get the ball in the air. Like, if you don't do that, then, like, what are we doing?
That's
like,
true.
Why wouldn't you hit it in the air? The dog is moving. I'm going to get through this. Your guy, Aranda, is on the Who's Hot page, too.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, there is that. Burger's there, too, so that's good. I feel good about that. Do you just go Lane Train and call it a day? Lane Thomas?
You could.
Yep. Hey, nice work, dude. Yeah, I mean, Pepio, it's going to see him, Ryan Pepio, for the Rays.
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew. That's what I call him.
Yeah. He's not a dinger guy, but he's not a dinger guy either. It's I think 16 and 113 innings. Again, that's not horrible, but that's not good either. So you're kind of right in no man's land. The only thing is, it's a lot of lefties. 10 and 6. It's a split for there. 6 home runs to righties in 202 plate appearances. So that's not great, but that means he can be had. And Lane Train is kind of like hitting the ball pretty hard, like really hard. So we do have that going for us. He's on the Who's Hot page at Zeus, so he's hitting the ball there.
We like that.
Didn't play a lot this season, came from Washington. Yeah, 102-mile-an-hour single, 102-mile-an-hour ground out, 102-mile-an-hour home run, 105-mile-an-hour double. You know what I mean? Like, all this is in the last 2 days. This
Yeah.
guy's just annihilating the ball. So, yeah, why not? I'll pull his odds up. I don't think they're not horrible either. It's just I just kind of want more for Lane. Yeah, 600 FanDuel.
Yeah, 480 at Caesars.
480 at Caesars. Yeah, I think we might be on to something. So, yeah,
it's pretty good.
Lane Train, and that should work. All right, so I know we're doing dingers, but that's 3 each. There is a little football game on tonight.
About that.
Thursday night football. Very excited about that. You got any leans, anything like that? We're missing a lot of lines because of the Dolphins.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. So my favorite play of the game, I got it at plus 110. It's no longer plus 110. The best you can get is minus 110. But I'm still going to bet it. It's Devon Achane anytime touchdown, minus 110 odds at bet 365. So when you get a chance, I know you're busy with the dog. When you get a chance, pull up because I just want to show the people and for the audio listeners, tell the people the minus 110, I guess 365 you don't have up on the screen, but look at every other book.
Yeah.
FanDuel,
115 at DraftKings is comparable.
Yeah, you could still, if you don't use 365, you could take the minus 115 at DraftKings. But yeah, like 2 books I respect: FanDuel minus 165, Caesars minus 154. Bet Online, if you're a Bet Online person, think they're sharp, minus 167. So you're not quite
we make the Pinnacle at 112.
Yeah, I only use that if it helps my argument. So since it doesn't, it doesn't bother me.
Just completely ignore it. Yeah. No, I do that too.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I got it at plus 110. I would still take it there. So we all know that Devon Achane, he's injured. I think he's going to be fine because I want him to be fine. So that's why I'm also going to think he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
They're optimistic.
I think they did that because of Mostert.
Did what?
Just said that he's banged up and stuff like that. He's questionable, might not play, that kind of stuff, just because Mostert's out, right?
Mostert is confirmed out, correct?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like they're already missing one back, so they'll just be like, yeah, like you can't prepare for him. Does that make sense? Because he might not play either, that type of thing. But then he's fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, people that are watching practice,
gamesmanship.
Said he moved around well. So we all know Achane can take one to the house. Like, I don't need to tell people about that. He had the 4th most 20-plus yard runs, the most 40-plus yard runs last year, and that was while playing like half the season. The reason why this is a smash play tonight is no Mostert, and I don't know when Mostert got hurt, so I can't necessarily like this. Maybe isn't the best argument, but Achane got all the red zone work last week. Like that was the biggest thing. He got the one red zone carry because the Dolphins didn't have run a ton of plays in the red zone. They only had one running play that went to Achane and he scored. He also got 2 targets in the red zone. Nobody else in the Dolphins logged a single red zone statistic. So if he's getting all the red zone work, plus the fact that he can house one from 80 yards out, like that's a smash play. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite play for tonight.
Okay, I like it. I'm kind of on the Dolphins passing game. I don't know how well they're going to be able to run against Buffalo. Like I don't know how good Buffalo's defense is. It's still pretty early, so week 2 is pretty early to be saying like this run defense is good or this one's bad. But
unless you go off last year.
Yeah, it didn't look great last week. The Cardinals seem to be able to move the ball.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, weren't really able. Like they did move the ball, but they weren't just like it wasn't the Jets 49ers. You remember that? Like it wasn't that. So
no.
It's just I'm getting distracted. It's just I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be able to move the ball on the ground. I don't think it's a ground game at all. Like I really don't. I think that it's time to throw it. And to be honest with you, the Dolphins target tree literally looks like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, dude. It's like 2 branches. You know what I'm saying? It's Hill and Waddle. You know what I mean?
It's Hill and Waddle. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then everybody else gets kind of scratched. Maybe a dump off to some running backs, and that's pretty much your passing game. So the idea that Jalen Waddle is kind of hanging around here at 64.5, 62.5 at BetMGM, 62.5 at Caesars, you can get like here. I'll pull up it on OddsJam. We'll look at all the alts.
That's a 70 plus for plus money.
Yes. Like you could just immediately go to the 70 plus market and try and get it. The Tua is, I think, one of 2 quarterbacks that threw for 300 plus.
Him and Stafford
did it, right? Yeah. So I don't know what to make of that. I mean, before we get to anything, like, that's wild that 2 people. But I mean, the Dolphins, they're just gonna. I think they're just gonna be the sell out and throw the ball all the time team. Does that make sense? Like I just feel like that's like what's gonna happen. So, dude, they got the horses for it. 70 plus looks to be
plus 110, plus 114.
Yeah, where's FanDuel? Is FanDuel over there? Oh, plus 110. Yeah, so it's plus 110. It's not really a bet that you can shop around for. You plus 110 pretty much everywhere. I think he's getting 70 plus. He caught 5 balls, went over 100 last week. They were playing in a trailing game script, but they weren't like getting rolled at any point. So it's not like you can look and be like, all right, well, they were getting beat. It wasn't like that. It was trailing definitely, but it was still kind of neutral too. So Waddle at 70 plus is that. If you want to get loose and go 100 plus, I don't hate that either. But I was going to do that with Hill as well. Go 100 plus on him and 70 plus on Waddle. No matter what, one of those guys should hit that number.
Yeah.
If not both. But 75, that's at Bally's. I can't bet there. Looking for other ones, though, 80 plus is plus 160. Not ridiculous. Plus 163 at Caesars. So if you can play there, that's not a bad look. But yeah, anything.
I like it.
Yeah, anything really. But then also the other one would be Hill. Like I said, just take him 100 plus. I can get you a number quickly on that. But I mean, it's going to be very close to even money. Nothing ridiculous. But either one of those dudes is going to have, like, again, the target tree is ridiculously small. I'm getting kicked.
Yeah. It's like the Eagles. They're throwing to 3 people, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I mean, I wrote an article for Newsweek, and I gave out 3 non-touchdown player props. One of them was Waddle 70-plus yards. So I have nothing negative to say about that.
Okay, nice. Yeah, 100.5 is plus 115. Not quite 9. That's at
Why is it 100.5, not 99.5?
Weird. Yeah, I don't see anybody with the 99. There's 99.5 not listed. That's weird. But yeah, I mean, even money for 97.5 at some places. So yeah, you're going to be right around even money. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. We should be getting a pretty good number at FanDuel because they have 93. This dog is like a baby, dude.
At least your dog is just staying somewhat on your lap. My dog would get too antsy.
Yeah, this one still, it's the puppy. So, you know what I mean? Like, she just wants to be like around. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But fun stuff. Hopefully we can have the other rooms. That way I can do this from there. I can leave her in those rooms. But right now you can't just leave this dog on her own in this room. She will eat something.
Yeah.
And maybe a lot of somethings.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? It's a puppy.
Yep. But yeah, the construction's killing me. Again, killing me. What's not killing me, though, is the NBD store. Dude, there's a ton of merch. Every time I turn around, there's just more merch in there. There's actual write-ups now on the shirts, too, that are fun to read. So there's that. But yeah, real ladies bet overs, real men bet overs. I mean, we got that. We got the jet skis and monkeys. That's a great shirt. I'm trying to think what else we got. There's like coffee mugs. There's phone cases with NBD on it. It's just great stuff to wear when you gamble. You know what I mean? Tons of colors. I'm trying to think of which one I got. I ordered a couple the other day. Unbelievable. Oh, there's only one way to get out of debt. Gamble. That's actually pretty smart. That's financial advice on a t-shirt. Like, you don't see that a lot. You know what I mean? You really don't see investment strategies on t-shirts.
That's what your financial advisor doesn't want to tell you.
Yeah, no, they don't learn that in any books, dude.
Yeah.
You won't. You will not learn that. All right. So I think that's going to do it, man. I feel like we just probably went 6-0 in dingers just because, there's an NFL game on.
Yeah. And 7-0 if you can count my honorable mention.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. So a 7-leg parlay with those 7 guys is probably a milli. Damn close if it's not. You know what I mean? So there's that. And then we pretty much solved the NFL. I mean, with those 3 plays, I can't imagine any of them losing. So I would say altogether that's 10-0. One show.
If you really wanted to get crazy, parlay the 7 dingers with the 3 NFL plays.
Ah, dude, the books will never see that coming.
They'll never, yeah. They'll never
see that coming. Fine. I feel good. I feel great about it. We're going to be back Monday because tomorrow is the Thunderdome right on this channel. So subscribe, get the notifications on. You don't want to miss that. We're here literally for the rest of our lives. Monday through Thursday. Greatest sports betting show. I mean, it's the world's greatest sports betting show. Sorry. I mean, just so everyone knows, it's not just like in Massachusetts or the United States. It's the world.
The world.
Yep. So that's good. Find me on Twitter at SlopRules. Modi, tell them about where they can find you because you got a lot going on.
Yeah, find me on Twitter at Jedi Modi, trying to get to 10K by the end of the year. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Find me on Twitter at Jedi Modi. Link to all my stuff is in the description of the video. So yeah, check that out there.
Sweet. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for buying any merch that you possibly buy that supports the content. We like doing it. You like watching it. We'll see you tomorrow.